I remember coming and interviewing for this job. A lot of people thought I was crazy because of where Western was at. Thought it could be coaching suicide.
We had a lot of bad records. Everybody talked down on us, but we always believed in each other. We knew what we were capable of. We knew that we can prove people wrong.
Learn how to win. Your 24 minutes of coming and learning how to win. Got that? Let's go, baby. Let's go. This championship is not just for this 2018 team. This is for every Western team that just missed out.
I remember when I got done playing, went into coaching, I thought it was about wins and losses. And I met this great man, John Selby, who taught me the difference isn't about winning and losing. And he had wrote a poem when he first got done and first got into coaching. It was called The Line 6, A Team and a Family. And that principle, that Line 6, is something that I really have cherished and what I've focused my coaching on. 30 years coaching all different sports, football, basketball, baseball. The same principles have to apply. You have to be locked in and love the kids and love the journey and the passion and what they give up for you. And if you continually stay on that, I think that's when you find success. It's never about winning and losing anymore. It's about the opportunities that you can use for the kids and give them a great chance to find success inside of their life through the game. Whether it be baseball, basketball, and now football, we use these opportunities to change their lives and make a difference for them. And that's what my focus is, and these opportunities just keep coming.
Football means everything to me. It's basically the way I lived my life since I was 8 years old. Ever since then, I've played football every single year, trained every offseason for it, Little League, middle school to high school. It really changes your life. Depending how much you put into it, it'll really give you everything back that you've put into it. Seeing Anthony Munoz have all those yards his senior season and end the championship season, it really inspired me, because then it shows that if he could do it, anyone can do it, because as long as someone sets a goal, then there's someone that always wants to break that goal or achieve that goal. Another person that really stood out to me in the documentary was Kane and Cash. They're just so quick off the line, and just the way that team was and the way they bonded.
Football is my life. Growing up, my dad's been coaching throughout colleges, high school, so I always grew up around football. Playing for Coach Davidson is a choice for me and my brother and my dad. The first documentary was big on me and my brother's decision, seeing Kane and Cash just dominate at Western. We wanted to be just like them and set records like them. So choosing Western and the first documentary just was a big choice on my decision.
I believe we're overlooked because the dynamics of Western High School as a whole, I believe being minorities, low income, Title I schools, people think less of us and can't think that we can accomplish great things.
Man, from the beginning it was rough. Just trying to get kids to buy in exactly what we do and get them to understand it's just not a season thing. You know, everything, it's year round. As time went on, kids bought that, understood that, and they saw the results of it, and then we just kept getting better and better and better every year.
Oh, dude, I can't do that. No, I mean, I mean,
Davidson will never talk about himself. He resents it. He gets mad when I ask him a question. Orange County Coach of the Year 1 year, National Hall of Fame coach. The list goes on and on. Represented, won a championship, puts in more time than anybody. He's just freaking an animal. Comes in, puts in the hours, packets this stick every week for the guys.
To me, football is an escape from outside problems and a way to get things off my mind.
Football, to me, it's everything. It's the thing that gets me out of bed. It's the thing that helps me figure out me, I guess.
Football means everything to me. It kind of gives me like a reason to get up in the morning and actually have motivation just for life in general.
It's like a therapy for me. It can calm me down, just get me locked in whenever I need it. And it means a lot to me because it can also create relationships, friendships that can last forever.
We don't live on a hill with a 2-3-story house. These kids don't have much, struggled at home. Some of them come from broken homes, sad to say. And our kids embrace the grind and embrace football to help them escape from things that may not be going so well for them away from school and away from football.
So I think the trajectory for the program is just to keep building, keep rising, keep doing what we can do and just letting everybody know who we are. And at the end of the day, it's like we're not scared to play the big dogs, even if it comes to playing D1. You know, if we can tap into that door, that means we're doing something right.
Over here. What are you doing? He's not camera worthy. All right.
Hey, what's the daily routine? Next.
Eat, sleep, Wendell, repeat.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the daily routine?
Eat, Wendell, Fortnite, repeat. What?
Hey, you doing?
First time we played Colony, I could see that we were strong enough. We weren't quick enough. So what we did was I talked with Davidson and I told him I was going to change the whole workout. And that's when I introduced plyometrics into the program. Following season, we lost to Laguna Hills. And it's the same kind of concept. We were faster and stronger, and we were a little smaller, and our numbers were small as far as players. So they had to be able to last the whole season going from offense and defensive side of the ball. So in order to do that, we really had to ramp up the off-season workout. And we did that, and they responded very well to that.
Come on. 1, 2,
Overall up, touch up, overall up. Ready? Go. We did that from maybe December to mid-January. Then we went into the weight room for approximately 15 to 18 weeks. We lifted heavy in the weight room to get a little more size on us. After that, we kind of went into the summer workout. The summer workout is more explosion, more speed with weights. So we did a lot of reps, had different exercises just so we can get a different feel for it.
Definitely everybody was hungry, you know. A tough loss to Laguna Hills last year. It kind of set us back, you know, something we didn't expect. But we put in a lot of time, you know, coming into tournaments. We knew that we can't just run 7-on-7 schemes. It's not going to work in game. Davidson definitely preached about that a lot. And that we just came in, everything, just trying to execute our plays.
I believe it was actually frowned upon that we were trying to go to the level of Los Alamitos. I just believe that in order to get to that level, you have to play that level so we know what it looks like in order to obtain that goal. And that is still my ultimate goal, to be viewed as one of the best public high schools in Orange County.
The public didn't think we had a chance. Western playing in the Orange League, not playing nobody, they thought we was just gonna get dog walked. That score was on the 4th down. We just came off a timeout, and Coach Davidson just diced up a play where our motion and get a little wheel route out the backfield and threw a great ball, and we got up on top. To be real, our 15 guys or the 32 guys that was playing, they had the mentality going in there knowing that we could rock and we could play. But you know, the freshmen and the sophomores, they had caught up in the hype and the lost our name, so you know.
I think we came out strong, actually. We had the lead in the first quarter, 7-0. And then, you know, we were playing tough until the second half.
I just remember halftime. We were down at half, and I just remember Coach Davidson, just trying to keep us in the game, and just his speeches are just incredible.
The challenge was trying to meet the level of La Salle and us being who we are. You knew they were going to have 11 on both sides of the ball. We knew we were going to be maybe 15 total in the entire game. So our offseason was predicated to being able to compete with those guys, and how they did fantastic. Needless to say, as the game went on, their size, their depth, and it overtook us, but they didn't outwork us. As a strength and conditioning coach, you always wonder if you did what you needed to do in the offseason to get the team ready to play the caliber of teams like Los Alamitos, and I think these guys were ready for that. Matter of fact, I know they were ready for that, and that led to the rest of the season.
I believe we had a few players that truly believed we could get there. I just don't think we had enough guys that believed that we were at that level. I felt that it kind of showed on film where some guys were shining away from opportunities. I felt like if we truly all believed, as from myself to my coaches on down to every player, that we could have hung with them a little bit more.
We get back on track tonight. We get back on track tonight.
Definitely a stigma about us not being able to play with a lot of South County teams. Obviously, there's a economic point to it. There's also a social part to it as well. But for us, you know, we don't look into that. We know who we are, and we know what we bring to the football scene in Orange County. So anytime we play a South County team, sometimes we take it personal. We want to have that feather in our cap to say that we belong, because typically most people associate South County with better football. From that Los Al game, we felt like we did a lot of great things offensively, and we felt like we can capitalize on that even more so against St. Margaret. So we did have some matchups we liked, and I think we did a good job of trying to exploit those throughout the game.
Going into that game, we had just lost from La Salle, so we knew they had a new coach and new transfers and players. People were talking about we were an underdog, but we knew watching film and practice we were going to be able to compete with them and win. The team actually performed really good that game. We were all together. Everybody did their job. We put points on the board, and we got a lot of stops that game. After leaving St. Margaret's, that's what we knew. We were a team full of dogs, and we just had to play together, and we knew we were going to go 9-1 from that point on.
So the 2-point, I ran it in, and then I got hit. My shoulder pad didn't really have that much shoulder pad, so it kind of lifted up, and his helmet got into my shoulder and hit me, and got up, and then I went to Coach Davidson, and I told him I really can't feel my shoulder. Like, it just felt weird in the moment, and he had me squeeze his hand to make sure I still had mobility, which I was good. And then he just talked to me, telling me that just to check it out. So I went to check it out, and it hurt really bad. And I just sat out the rest of the game. That night, I was in my bed. I'm like, no way, my season's really over. It was hard to drive home that night. It was hard to get in the shower. I had to have my brother help me get in the shower, change my clothes. Not really get in the shower, but like get the clothes off. And not the underwear, though, not the underwear.
I don't think I've ever had a play where I saw a player's or our season flash before my eyes. That hit didn't seem like much, but when he couldn't move his arm, I thought his senior year was over. And it hurt me a lot because he and I lifted all summer together. He and I were lifting partners, me, him, and Oscar Howard. So when he was hurt, I was hurt. And I just want to let him know I was there for him. And luckily, he's he was able to bounce back in the coming weeks.
If you would have said we got 2 touchdown lead, halftime, we would all take that. I know I would have taken that. Now what I want to do, we get to play another football game and go out there and put our will on these guys. We get to submit our will. Remember I talked about that at the beginning of the game? I talked about putting our will inside of the guy. All right, they had 41 seconds and a timeout right there. What'd they do? Went into half. So they are about to be choked out if you would choke them out. If you allow them to play in the game, this is going to be a 60-minute game. It's every guy. We need more tackles for losses. We need to come back in and beat these guys up. Why are we not going low? Why are we not shooting? I don't understand what we're not fucking doing. I got 3 guys that are better than any player on that team. Why am I not getting, 4. Why am I not getting the action? Why am I not winning? Being lazy, standing up and running by. He's not driving the center, pushing the center back and throwing him into where the play is at. If you have a chance, get back to where we want to be. Winning, going after, and pushing to become champions. You guys got it?
Yes, sir.
Brandon, get us out of here.
That's it! That's it! That's it!
After the game, you start to get certain feelings based on LaSalle and kind of based on this one that we definitely had a special group. We felt like we had kids on different levels, but we also felt like we had a variety of kids. We had some dogs, right, willing to get in there regardless of the situation. And it also gave some kids an opportunity to step up more, to show that they should be held more accountable and they should be a part of, our long journey ahead.
All right, guys, here we go. All right, guys, shake hands and introduce
I would say he got us ready by letting us know that they were going to come out strong. Previously playing them in 7-on-7, they beat us actually like 3 times, I think, in a championship game for forwards at that. So he just kept reminding us that it was going to be a tough game.
All we wanted to do was just beat them. Like, that's just straight mind. We want to attack.
We had went to the Downey game when they played them, and after they lost that game, they still came up to us talking mess, and we were ready to play.
Well, losing 2 times, that really gets to you. Like, you never want to lose, obviously. So coming into the season, I just wanted to straight dominate the entire game. And that one play where he fumbled the ball, he scooped and scored the whole entire game, that was all us.
We have to be able to execute as we play these higher level teams on it. You guys understand? Sir. We have a chance to make a statement game. You understand? A statement game. This is a Seaview League. We don't supposed to belong in playing teams like this. We just got to keep our motor going. This is about us just laying on it. You guys always know I try to slow Tremaine down. I'm not. We need to play. They took something from us. They thought they had us. They ran around. They did stuff, right? I stayed at midfield. Guy never came and shook my hand. They think there's something that they're not. I need to show them what we are. What we are is a team that goes hard, fast, every time. We're not trying to win 7-on-7 championships. We're trying to win championships, CIF championships. That's what we're trying to win. You guys understand that?
It felt good. It was a blowout, wasn't even close. I thought it would have been a close game the way 7-on-7 went, but it was the opposite.
We all went through the loss together, all the 2 losses together, and I feel like that win really set the tone of how we can be great. Like, no matter what, like, we can be that team.
I feel like we held physically against Altoro because we play full games. We fight with other teams, you know. I feel like with Coach Wendell, we have everything.
When I was at La Mirada, that was more of a team. This team is like a family to me. I feel like we're on each other because we want to be great. We all have the same goal in mind. We want to be great and we want to be the best.
This was a big personal game, especially losing to the Wilmington Pilots growing up as a kid. So, you know, I just wanted to get my last game on that field, a dub. Benny is a good LA City section team, and coming from out here in the OC, they thought they were more physical than us and we were gonna lose up front.
Banning High School is technically my alma mater's rivalry. So I'm from Carson High, so Banning's just around across the train track, so, you know, I can't lose to them. Being Banning is a, you know, LA City school, they always want to say that, oh, we're hard-nosed, we'll come in, run the ball down your throat, we're gonna hit you hard. And then I just say, okay, prove it.
A lot of people were saying that they're too tough, that they just work harder, they're different. But I felt over here at Western, we always work different. We lift more, run more, just everything we do, we just do it to the highest level, do it 100%, and give it everything we got.
We're in the city. We're in the city. This is amazing. The atmosphere is amazing. I love it. Look how many people. But you know, we gotta stay locked into the game. We can't let all this white noise distract us. You feel me? You feel me?
Coming into the game, me and Danny, we were both chippy, and Coach Davidson pulled me to the sideline, got me together, he cussed me out a little bit, and he let me know straight that this is what we do, we come to play ball, we don't come to talk.
Why can't we just come in and play? Why do I have to tell Noah not to talk to the sidelines? Why are we doing that? I thought we got rid of all the punk guys. I thought we got rid of all the guys that were pretending to be something that you're not. I thought we were football players. I thought we were high character, high morals. We're not performing that way. It's your fault for not working. It's your fault for not doing the job. And we need to get back into what we do and how we play. And we are not doing that. We come in, we do our stuff, we execute, we get on the bus, and we celebrate as a team together. That's what we do. Do you know what his moves are? Do you know how he's going to block you? I know I'm going against him. I know I was going to rush on the left tackle, the right tackle. I should know his moves, right? Shouldn't I be here right now knowing what he's going to do? How he's going to block us? What's his weakness? Shouldn't I do that? Do you know? Do you know what his weakness is? Or did you half-ass and cheat? Do you? Do you know? I call bullshit. I call bullshit. That's what I call. You understand that? Get in there and establish our effort and our will on them, and do not allow them to outplay you. Do you understand? Get to freaking Malik. Do not allow them to outplay you. Do not allow them to put their will on you. You put their will on them.
Hey, let's go. Execute on me, execute on 3 balls.
We were more together than we were before because it was our 3rd game in a row winning, and we were going in the league. We just had to finish the rest of the season out to get to playoffs.
With schemes and everything, we knew exactly what areas to attack, talking which remain, knowing that we can run the ball outside, we can attack it right between the DBs and outside the linebackers, and hitting those little spots to just keep running the ball down their throat. Understands like, okay, you guys are going to be the big guys, we'll show you how we do things.
When we first started playing Garden Grove, it just started with us kind of being the underdogs, not being able to play at their level. They also had the double amount of kids as we had, and we kind of took that personal. OC varsity had them favored beating us, and so we really wanted to prove that we could play at that level, and not just that level, but also play at a level higher than them. So from 2018, we really wanted to make a statement.
We are the focus. We have to go hard. This is why I don't want you to cheat anything. I want you to do everything possible to become perfect. And I understand, I've told you this before, there's only been one perfect game, Ray Lewis, right?
We know this is gonna be the last game we had, because we know going into our league, our opponents were not what we're gonna see in playoffs, so we're just gonna go and that we have to work more technique and then speed. We didn't really adjust until halftime. We stayed in one formation, and then we didn't realize till half when we adjusted to Payo that it changed a lot, and we're stopping up front, and we had a couple goal line stops. We did great on offense. It's just it was harder for our defense to get the ball, and when we did get the ball, we scored.
We have to start doing our job. Happy, keep reading the press clippings. Keep reading the shit, how great you are, how good we're gonna do all this. That's not football. Football is every single game. Every game. What's your challenge? Every game. We've had 2 real possessions. 2, because you can't stop the run. 2. We're lucky we're not losing. We're not focused. I know that you think that you're giving all this effort. I know you think that you're doing what you're supposed to do. I know you're saying those things, but you're not doing those. And how I can say that is, I'm watching. And it's pretty embarrassing for them just to go toe-to-toe, bury it in, and punch us in the mouth. That is the most embarrassing thing as a coach and as a player, because you physically can't stand up to what you're doing, right? Physically, you are not standing up to it. You are giving in to it being easier by standing up and pretending that you're ripping the ball, because then it makes it look like you're active. I need 3 down linemen. Got it? Noah, I want 3 down linemen. You come and tell me who they are. Is Shep out there? We gotta get to Shep. Tell Shep when he's out in front to keep the ball high and don't look around, just run. You know what I mean? He's like trying to run. That's how you get that Shep out. You know what I'm saying? Every win is meaningful. Every win means something to us. You understand? Don't act like you lost something. This is a hard-fought, tough-ass game. You know what I mean? A hard, tough-fought game. You buckle down and you go. And that's why you don't cheat the reps with Wendell on the runs and the lifting. That's what it's about. You got that?
Well, you know, they could look bigger. They could look like they're more physical than us, but what they didn't really measure was the heart of our team and the togetherness of us as a family, as a whole. And I think it really showed that family and being together in the heart, it outweighs just more of the physical look.
Magnolia and some of these league games where we're a heavy favorite to win, the focus is really on the entire week. It's not so much just the game. And I think too many times emphasis are put on just a singular game. So I felt we needed to really work and ramp up at practice. And that's where the amount of game, the time or whatever, it doesn't really matter as long as you prepare properly.
A couple years back, I had called Coach Davidson on the weekend and said, Coach, I have a play for you. And he's like, wait, what do you know about football? And anyway, I gave him a play, and he named it the McGee, and he's run it a couple times. Well, in that 100th game, I saw them lining up. And I kept thinking, oh my gosh, they're running it, but they're too far out. They ran the play and they scored, and the player that scored ran over and gave me a team ball that all the kids had signed. It was a very special moment for me.
That's how we practice every single day. Noah, the guy goes the wrong way, Noah takes it and goes in, because that's how we practice. We don't know how to turn that off. I'm not telling you to turn it off. I'm telling you to do it the right way, all the way, and be respectful. Can we handle that? All right, let's go have a great second half. Des, get us out of here.
The second unit, they have to come in and perform. And for Sam Amaya to have, 10 tackles, Eric Lopez 9 tackles, and then to get Ryan, we call him the machine, to get him a touchdown and to see how the boys celebrate him scoring is very magical.
Touchdown. Ryan, come on.
It was a 22 blast, and then we switched it to 23 blast. I was happy at the end, but also I was happy for Coach Davidson for the 100th game.
How special is Coach Davidson to you?
Very special. He helped me through a lot.
And before he did, first JoJo gets his first touchdown in an incredible run. And so what we do is we encapsulate what family is supposed to be. And so we are as excited as Luna to Josh Faulkner, that happens all the time, or if it's going to be JoJo scoring a touchdown or if it's going to be Ryan the Machine getting the job done. We all are happy for each individual that comes back in, and I think that's what family really is all about.
He was a student at Kennedy when I was a teacher there. His name is Dan Davidson. And I ran into him years later when he was coaching at Loera, and I was an assistant principal at Catella. So I called him and I asked him, I said, Dan, you know, we have a football opening at Western. And he said, yeah. And I said, well, you didn't apply. He said, that's right. And I said, well, I need you to apply. And he started laughing and he said, I only have like a year left here and then I want to be the head coach at Loera. And I said, well, actually, I need you to apply at Western. What he wanted to build was a big program, a family program at Western High School. And that's why we hired him. The number of kids he influenced, the number of athletes, and to me that was kind of mind-boggling. That is why you hire a coach, for their influence, not just wins and losses, but just their positive influence. And I was just kind of blown away by how many kids that really meant that Coach Davidson inspired and taught.
I felt that I accomplished staying somewhere for 10 years and committing something to a place that I came in that was, you know, in disarray a little bit, and we've built it up. And I think we've built it up to where a lot of people thought we could get to, but now I want to go higher. So for me, the 100th game means a lot to me because of all the kids I've been able to have opportunities to help, moving them to college, having them belief into careers, families, and I'm hoping that the institution that I'm working on is not just through football, but it's also through the growth of life and making them better people. And I want to see that come back to us later on down the line.
I'm a German exchange student, and I started playing football in Germany and transferred in the beginning of the school year. And yeah, then started being a part of this program. We had practice all day, meetings in the evening, watching film at home. So I didn't have a lot of time to miss my family back home.
So last year we got rained out. Some of the guys over there at Savannah were saying that they got lucky, that they thought they would have had us if we would have played them that game. But you know, this year we came back and we showed them what it is.
Yeah, you won the toss, you elected to receive, right? Western has won, elected to receive, right? You elect to kick from the clock, correct? Put your back to the clock.
I hope tomorrow, I hope you see me at the game, because you came out and watched Valley and Anaheim, because the winner of that game is the team that's going to try to stop us from doing what very few teams in Orange County has done for a very long time, win a 6th championship in a row. You know what I mean? Don't take that stuff for granted. Those things are very special. So I'm going to Eric get some touches, JoJo get a touchdown with his pops being here. But we got to execute up front. We got to block, make sure we sustain some action, and try to keep getting better and better and push ourselves to get there.
My parents actually made all the way from Germany here. They did vacation here and managed to come to a game from Western. And they actually saw me playing. So I was pretty nervous at the game, but the coaches did everything for me to prepare a big moment and score another touchdown for my parents. And even though I got kind of hurt during this game, I still came back from the halftime and they handed me the ball off and I scored a rushing touchdown this game. Took it to the stands, gave it to my dad. It was just a beautiful moment. I will keep this forever.
Honestly, it was just attention to detail. That's where Coach Davidson really pushed to us during the Orange League, playing as a team, communication overall, and just being better.
Everybody's coming for you, and it's different when everyone's coming for you. Now we have an opponent that all their entire season is based now upon this game. They came to Anaheim, they wanted to take care of Anaheim, and you see how easily they did that, and now they want to come to us. They are coming in hungry. We have to make them our victim. You got that? Yes, they become our victim of just another team on another ride of our journey. They are just another victim. You guys got that? Yes, sir.
We don't get blocked. You work harder than that. You work harder.
That was when I had, just started to like really interpret what the coaches meant by, saying to push myself. Yeah, it was just cool knowing that and cool looking forward to playoffs. And we knew it wasn't over because we still had the rest of the league. It didn't mean that we could just, slack off.
You went like this. Blocking up front went like this. Catching the ball went like this. Does that make sense? So if you're watching the scoreboard, you don't understand what we are about yet. Regardless of who's in the game, you're expected to execute, do your job, and give 100% effort. Are we good? Yes, sir.
Last year, they felt they had closed the gap on us, and they were right there to try to challenge us. And as it turned out, they weren't. And then this year, they felt like they had a better offseason. They were coming in, and they were really pumped up. They had just beat Anaheim the week before. For us to respond and to get to 50 points in the second quarter with 6 minutes to go shows how hard the guys were working. But man, Clayton's run of 96 yards was pretty phenomenal.
What can we show on the clip, Steve?
I just saw the hole with a great block by Malachi, and then I saw the safety high, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go. And then, at the end, man, I was so tired. I think I was more tired from celebrating than I was from a run. I was like, I need one.
Perfect job. Great job. Way to run. Is that that killer right there?
And remember, we ain't trying to go down to play at a lower level. True? We want to play up because you deserve to play up because of how hard you work and how much you give up and what you do on a day-to-day basis. That's why I'm so proud of you guys. That is why I defend it to the tilt. The only guy that's going to be hard on you through and through is me because I know what your potential is in a daily aspect coming. Everybody cool with that? So, hey, and I mean this. We're going out with the group that's coming in. I need you to perform. Don't go out there being sloppy. Come out and perform. You got that? Come out and work. Let's get better. You're going to have a whole half right now. Hard, fast, get it done. We cool? All right. Western on three, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Western!
I don't know if I would have thought coming here that we'd win 6 league championships in a row. I don't think that was a goal of mine or any aspirations that I thought. This is really more of a byproduct of what it took for 6 seasons in a row in order to try to prepare teams properly in order to be to that level. Yes, you have that first one. You're so proud of accomplishing that. But now doing it 6 times in a row, it's pretty magical. You guys have your time. You know I don't like to interrupt that. All right? I'm proud of you, and I'm a lucky guy to be the guy here. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
I love you guys more than you know. Seriously, guys.
Coach.
These are tough nights on.
Coach.
West on 3, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Western!
I just lay in bed before school like for 10 minutes after I wake up. So I'm checking my phone. I look at Instagram, I go to stories, I see stories. My grandma posted a story and it was a reel of the previous week saying my grandson's gonna break the record today, blah, blah. I'm like, what? Like, what record?
I was here when Anthony Munoz broke the record, and I was a part of that. So seeing kind of the changing of the guard was very special for me. Obviously, Anthony Luna is a very special quarterback. He's put a lot of work into his craft, and he deserved it. And I think the recognition he got from it was outstanding. And for me, just kind of knowing I was part of his journey is special. I don't think I'll ever forget that moment.
I was in the weight room with Coach Vic and Oscar every single day after the season ended. That was the up time. That was the most fun I had, just lifting and getting stronger and just building more connections and relationships.
A 100 touchdowns by 2 guys in a 5-year span. This is why I yell at you about catching the ball, running routes, playing fast, playing hard. You guys get that? All right, so let's go through. Let's be positive for the second group and thirds. And remember, playing time is earned. You don't just get thrown out there. It's earned. I don't think they have a first down. So let's make sure they don't. Let's make sure that we stay in locked in. 2s aren't going out there just to have fun. 3s, freshmen, you ain't going out there to have fun. You're going out there to be Josh, to be Des, to be JJ, to be Dane. You guys get that, right? You're going out there to be the next guy.
Alexander Sanchez, he also scored a touchdown that night. It was senior night. Last year, my junior year, I had almost every single class with them. We talked, be funny. One time, we found a Taco Bell gift card, $10. We were supposed to split it, but I took it for myself. But I love Alexander. He's a grinder. He was in the weight room every single day, the summer, every single day after practice, junior year and this year. So, yeah, El Gigante.
He gave it everything he's had for 4 years. And I remember he almost quit, and me and Davidson talked him off the ledge his freshman year. He was a lineman. I said, you know what? I like the way you work. Come play running back for me. One of my highlights as a coach all time is Alexander Sanchez getting his touchdown. And it wasn't because I wanted a kid to have a touchdown. It's because he put in work that I think was unmatched compared to any player. And when he got into that end zone, it was just a proud moment for me.
After working for so long, it was amazing. One of the best experiences I had. I had to thank Coach Vic for getting me in the weight room all the time, Coach Wendell for always doing the speed training, lifting, and especially Coach Davidson.
And he went from a guy not knowing about playing football to a guy then that stayed after lift for years and continually stayed after lift. So when you get a moment like that, he was with Vic, so I got to bring Vic up. So Vic wants to present our guy Alexander with the game ball and his touchdown ball. Hey, break us out, bro.
The Bell game, the series between Western and Anaheim, similar in a rivalry status, in my mind back then, was like UCLA and USC. We were cross-town rivals. Anaheim for many years had the upper hand. Western would compete, do the best they could, but they could never really beat them. Adding the Bell to that legacy really gave us a sense of pride and saying, you know, we need that Bell. We want that ownership, you know, and we want all that goes with it. So there was a few of the seniors that year, I was a junior, that remembered those getting trounced moments. And so they saw this and they took it upon themselves that now we've got a team that can compete. They shared the history of the Bell with me, which was why it became so important to try and level best to win that game.
There's a lot of excitement. So we had a rally, our football players walk around during passing period ringing the bell. Western has had it for many years, so they're very proud about ringing the bell for every passing period. It's personal because 4 of my daughters graduated from high school at Anaheim High School. So every time I would go home and as we're amping up for the bell game, there was a family dispute between where was my family going to sit and where was I going to be sitting. But of course, I was on the Western side.
The attention to detail is what makes champions. These games aren't going to be like this. We won the CIF championship, we won by a safety. You know what I'm saying? We won by a safety. The week before that, we chased a guy down, tackled him on the 3, they don't score. We hit a freaking tunnel all the way. It looked like we won by 11. We won by this. We ain't playing slow. We ain't backing down. We're putting the guys in that deserve to play, the guys getting ready for playoffs, and the guys that are right behind the ones. You understand? The 2s are gonna come out here and kick ass and take us home all the freaking way. You understand that? That's what we're gonna do. And you deserve to get off the 2s and get playing time on the 1s by what you do in the second half. You understand that? You understand that? That's what I'm looking for. I want that.
I am the videographer for Western High School's football team. I started back in 2019 when I was offered the opportunity from Victor Baltazar, and I've been the videographer ever since. Once I got the opportunity to film at Western, it felt really good just because I'm not a football guy myself, but I like to win. So knowing that I'm on the winning side every time when it comes to the Bell game, it's really nice to put together the video.
Go out and have a great time, play your best, and most importantly, keep that bell at Western High School.
The feeling of what I continue to try to captivate is the feeling that this feels right now, the emptiness of it. And we'll debrief and try to talk to the game and stuff, but it's what I'm telling you on the preparation for it. I don't know if we were ready when the game started, if we were ready to come back and ready to play. That's what would be my question. And we can get into the whys later, but that's what our question is.
Going back to Colony 2 years ago, offensively, it was probably the worst game I've had as a coordinator since I've been here, if I'm being honest. I think in total we had 5 turnovers. We had 4 pick sixes. I think that loss was on me because I didn't do enough within the game to adjust to what was happening. And I feel like regardless of who was turning the ball over or how it was happening, I should have done a better job of setting our kids up for success to be able to bounce back and just fight.
2 years ago against Colony, they came out aggressive. They knew our plays, they did their film work, and they got us. I was playing linebacker at the time. They was just physical up front, and they came to play. The team was ready to dominate going into this game. We was all ready to get our give back for the seniors that we lost it for, especially Chris Lozano. That was my guy, so I was locked in, ready to get it for him.
Touchdown Pioneers, pass complete to Joshua Faulkner from Anthony Luna.
When Colony double teamed on me, JJ stepped up big time, having a great game. Desmond with a touchdown catch.
I mean, it was huge. I'm sure you all seen that Michael Jordan meme. I took it personally. That was 100% me. I went into that game and I took it very personal. I made sure that when I was scheming, I kept in mind if things were starting to go bad, how to adjust within the game instead of forcing it like I had in previous years. And I looked forward to that game when we drew them. I thought it was destiny. I thought we were meant to overcome an obstacle and show what we're made of and what we can do. And after the game, I think we all as a group kind of felt vindicated.
When we get the ball back, if we step on them, they're going to flatten. I guarantee they're just waiting for a moment to give up. They're just waiting for that thing to let them say, you know what, this is too much. We need to give it to them. Does that make sense? Yes, so when you're on the field, everything you got is everything you give. There's nothing left at this point.
Look, I'm very happy and spirited as you are. I really am. 42-7 is more than even what I thought. I am very happy. We haven't accomplished anything. What started happening, you D-line, you stopped working. We got no pass rush. You took it off. How do I know? Because they ran a dive play right up the middle on it, and every single time it's been minus yards. You cannot take anything for granted. Number 1 and number 0 can't beat us. We must gang tackle on the run and say, oh, it's a pass, I can take the play off. Bullshit, D-line, your job every fucking time is to tackle the ball. You understand? You are to tackle the running back every time. I must win this half. I must win this play. I must win this quarter. I must win this possession. That's how we shorten this game down. You guys understand? I heard you talking be better. R1's better than their 1. R2's better than their 0. And we could go straight down the fucking line. You understand that? Yes, sir. This is why we work so damn hard, right? Yes, so let's take this shit and make sure we execute and get the job done.
Colony was my first ever playoff game, so I was pretty nervous. When we did walkthroughs before the game on like a parking lot in the middle of nowhere, our scout offense did like a play, and I messed up on this play. So I was like, hey coach, can we do this again? And in the end of the walkthroughs, we did it again, and I caught a pick. When Colony's offense lined up, this exact same formation, I caught a pick too. Took it to the crib, had a pick 6. It's just unbelievable. I can't even describe it, what I was feeling in this moment. I was just so happy that this hard work, this film studying paid off. And yeah, at this moment I was like, damn, we actually can't compete on this level. So there was no reason to be nervous no more.
I remember being in the hospital and the doctor telling me that I probably wasn't going to play football the rest of the season. I only played 1 game before my injury. I know the team needed me, and you know, we need each other because, you know, we were able to do great things this season. I just wanted to get back as fast as I could.
I got in a car accident on Halloween, and some lady hit me and my car flipped over. And luckily, I wasn't seriously hurt, but I was told I wasn't going to play, and I knew my team needed me, so I tried my best to get out there. An hour before the game, Coach Davidson asked me if I'm ready. I said I'm ready, and then I started.
The hardest guys that took 2 years ago was Wendell and I. We took it hard, I'm telling you. I got to admit, like, I broke down pretty bad. I felt like I didn't do my job as a head coach. He felt that he didn't do his job of lifting and running. You want to know where the lifting and the running comes from? It's because him and I did not know how to move forward after that game, I swear to you. And we devoted on everything we could to get a program to have a chance to come back and show these guys why we're back. And I hope you heard what they were chanting before. They not like us. They ain't built like us. You're goddamn right we're not. You're goddamn right we're not. We're more than that, right? We're more than that, and we continue every single day because we don't make excuses about that. You guys understand? Yes, sir. We have some beautiful debrief moments. I got all my guys here. I got to give them some time. I ain't going to lie. Because, man, we took that shit hard. You know what I mean? We already know. You know it. You know it.
I know we ask a lot of you guys, and I think today you guys started to show that you believe in us and we believe in you. And we got 3 more to get, fellas. It ain't done, man. We got 3 more to get to get what we need.
I don't like to promote my son very much. But if I don't mess up and screw up on the kickoff and I go what I should have, the guy gave up 7 points on a running clock situation. Give it up for Jam, bro.
Not me, it's you guys for believing. The whole rest of the world didn't believe, but you guys believe, and that's what it's all about. Just keep doing your job, and we get to work Apple Valley.
On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The other challenge that we've had through that year was Garden Grove, and they really test us physically, and so Apple Valley saw them, how they challenged our manhood. They thought that because we haven't played a full game and that we haven't played a team with their physical stature, and they thought they could bring that upon us.
Well, we loved being doubted going into the game, so we knew like they were gonna talk their talk. We knew they were a very aggressive team, and we saw how they were playing on Desmond, so I knew I had to step up, be a good player for the team, and go up and make plays whenever I got the opportunity.
Apple Valley's vision was thinking that their line was big, and thinking that because they were bigger, they always had hard, rough games, that they were just outrun us. You know, this all sits down, but they don't know who we are. We train for things like this. We run daily. We lift daily. You know, just because we're undersized doesn't mean that we can't fight back.
and we're where we want to be, but we haven't accomplished anything, right? It's the same thing that happened last week, where we got exactly where we want to be, but we didn't accomplish. You have to come back over. They're coming. They're kicking off to us. It's going to be an onside kick.
They think we can't finish. They fucking said it. They said we can't finish. We gotta fucking finish.
What do you think they're doing right now? They're saying they haven't played a complete game. We're going to get this onside kick. We're going to come down and score. They've never played for fucking 48 minutes. Well, we work fucking 7 days a fucking week. 7 fucking days a week we fucking work. And we don't have 48 fucking minute games because we fucking work for 7 fucking days. That's been our journey all the way through. And the rest of it was to prepare us to get to that 14th game and to win the 14th game. You guys remember how we talked about it forever? And if you don't visualize it, it can't happen. They're already trying to do tricky stuff. I'm gonna tell you, you don't believe. If you gotta come up and do this fake and that fake and this fake, you don't believe. I fucking believe. You know who I believe in? Every fucking one of us. That's what I believe in. I believe in us. I believe in each one of us to go out there to get the job done and execute and get this done. They took a knee to go in there and regroup and talk about us. That's what they did. They went in to regroup to go talk about us. Talk about what we can't do. We can't finish for 48 minutes. We don't play complete games. We can't handle the physical run game. 24 minutes of family, that's what we are, right? Family got us here, family's taking us home. Family on you, baby.
Hey, family on me, family on 3, 1, 2, 3. Family!
I believe that I saw some mistakes that previous teams made against Apple Valley, not putting as many guys in the box and challenging them physically up front, thinking that they could just line up in their base, where I more adjusted to a 6-3 and put more guys onto the line when they got physical, so that way when they did the jumbo packages, we were able to stop those packages that they had. And if we got them into more of the 10, 11 personnel, that the game would become into our favor.
Just because we're undersized doesn't mean that we can't fight back. And a lot of these kids just showed them like, okay, you want to step up to the plate, we'll show you how we do things our way.
I feel like defensively was a huge way to step up. Our middle linebackers did a great job of stuffing the run game. You know, Josh did his stuff. You know, not a lot of times you get an opportunity like when you get a fumble or get a pick six. So those are really big to choke them out to finish the game.
Going on and just...
You know, going into when they switched the DBs on me when I had the 2 touchdowns on 11, I saw that they put 3-on-3, and in my head, like, I'm the better 3. And this play, particularly, I ran the route. I seen Anthony was struggling. I just threw my arm up, and I didn't think he was going to throw it, and he threw it. And when I saw how high it was like some eyeball. And I came down with it. I saw the team rush me, and, like, it felt great.
I was about to.
And they just kept enticing that you can't play 4 quarters. You can't stop their run game. We'll see if they can be as physical as us, right? All these challenges, and I just told you, just leave it alone and just come out and play like you're capable of playing. You are capable of being great. The only thing I've ever done for any of you is showed you and taught you that you can be great. You understand? Nothing else. Nothing else. You still think this shit's football. It's about the ability to be fucking great. You understand? Yes, and every single one of us have the ability to be great. You just got to believe it inside of yourself. And now, Division 5, we don't belong. We can't stand up with big guys. We can't play 4 quarters. All these stuff is a narrative of everybody coming and attacking us all the time, and all we do is keep freaking fighting. So his tweet was, anyone know anything rad about Western? We're in the motherfucking semifinals, right? I think that's pretty rad. And I tell you, from the beginning, we are going to win the 14th game.
It really meant a lot to everybody, just to show that people thought that we couldn't fight in Division 5. We still had another step to go to the championship, and especially last year, you know, it wasn't so well. That game for me, myself, because I threw 3 interceptions, and I just let the seniors down.
The confidence comes within each one of us, because we are not one, we are many. And the difference of hooting and hollering and all that hooting and hollering is for themselves. That ain't hooting and hollering for a family. We are here for a family. We run and we attack as a family. That is what we do. That's been this journey the entire time. Is everything that happens to us happens to all of us, not one of us. We can't take our foot off the gas. We have to go and go and go. And is adversity going to happen? Sure. Adversity is going to happen, man. They're going to have some big plays. They're going to make some big things. We're going to miss the tackle. We're going to miss assignment. How are you going to respond after? When you don't rally, when you miss a tackle, when you miss assignment, when you miss a catch, what are you going to do after? You're going to put your head down, or you're going to get your head up, go back in, and let's go. You can get used to speed for 1 or 2. You can't do it for play, 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 play. You know what I'm saying? Let's make this up. Everybody touch somebody. Lord, thank you so much for this group of boys. I can't even express to you how honored I am to be the head football coach. I try to explain that to people, how honored I am and how much these guys give up, and how much they give up for not only for themselves, they give up for their family, they give it for each other, and they just wear that Western on the front of their chest with pride and admiration of what it takes to be it. And it's from every guy that's ever played in this. Every guy that's played on a team since 1958. Let them understand that what they're tonight, and the alumni backing them, and the belief, give them that energy that it takes, and to believe not only in themselves, believe in their brother next to them. Please watch both teams, keep them well and healthy. Make sure Western gets that W. In your name, amen. Amen.
Yeah, we were down big. We were down 14-0 in the first quarter. So when I had to play to give us some momentum, because people started putting their heads down, we had to get some energy back up. So
the team's mentality was really tested, showing that if we could really tackle a guy, rally a guy. It was just tested really bad because we weren't used to going against someone like that every single week.
You could tell their DBs did film on us. They were locking up and they were studying every play. So us to be able to run the ball, to be unexpected, we really needed that.
we were only down by 2 touchdowns, so he just kept talking about play together. It might take 60, 70 points to come back and win the game, but he just kept talking about playing together and fight as hard as you can, never give up.
Missing a tackle, not getting off stuff. What do you want to do? You want to blame JJ? You want to blame Shep? You want to blame Malik not squeezing down on the run? We can do that and point fingers and blame, or we can fix what we're doing fucking wrong, try to come together. They can't stop. It could easily be 42-42. We cannot put you in position to get something exactly what we know is coming and to give that play up. You are not locked in. You have to be locked in. That is what it takes. It takes locked in on every single snap. We're playing passive, we must play aggressive. Does everybody understand that? And we have to turn this around and come back in. It's not woe is me, it's 2 touchdowns. All right, we're used to scoring 50. We just gotta go. It might take 60, 65 tonight. We're playing, and I understand, they're big up front. They're physical up front. I understand that, but our D-line is taking it on. Our linebackers are not coming to get the plays, and we're selling out to do it. We just gotta do a better job. I told you 11's good. All right, we can't just come in and hit him and it's gonna be like the other running backs will fall down.
Last couple of minutes of Orange Vista, just knowing it's my last high school game. It was tough, I ain't gonna lie. Just seeing everybody on the field and their emotions, seeing the other team hype, knowing they going to the CIF championship, seeing our team down, seeing Coach Davidson face, that was rough.
Final minutes of the game is just really thinking we lost, but it's like going through the whole season through your head, like what we came through to get to here, we made it far, but we didn't complete what we wanted to. I'm proud on how everybody really came together this year. We had a lot of people that wasn't here from when we lost last year, so how everybody came together this year to make it as far as we did this year was real.
I feel like there were some moments in the game where the team did feel down. I feel like I could have been a better leader, stepped up, maybe made a play to impact our head going into maybe second half before the half ended. It was very heartbreaking. The whole season we were talking about going to that last game, going to the championship. This is the last game I'm ever going to play with some of my teammates that I played with since I was a kid.
It wasn't until like the last 5 minutes I realized we weren't going to be able to come back from this, and I was just thinking about my seniors because I played with them Pop Warner football, so it was just hard to think I would never play with them again.
I was still giving it everything I got. I still had the hope and desires of winning, but everybody kept going. People had to step up. One of our linemen got hurt and somebody else had to step up. He stepped up to the job, did his assignments,
It spooked me a little bit, and and I looked around and looked at everybody. I'm like, this is my last time I'm gonna play with them. It shocked me a little bit. It hurt my soul, and especially going and seeing Coach Davidson too. I've been with them for high school. He's done a lot for me, and it's just I was like, damn, this is really gonna be the last game. And as soon as it hit 0, then it was for sure. I just looked around, and it just made me sad to see everybody crying.
I'm proud The team, we stuck together as a team. We didn't yell at each other. We wasn't arguing, even though people messed up. We stayed close like a family. And I love my team, and I appreciate everything they did.
I mean, I think we all, I've been here 10 years now, and I definitely take an approach based on Coach Davidson. And what I've learned from working with him and working with this coaching group is we don't back down from anybody. We do what we can, obviously, but our ascension is up. Starting from the championship year in D11 all the way now to D5, that's been the goal all the time.
One of the biggest things I tell everybody, that watches, I watch the game for how it starts. If I can see someone like a Malachi or someone like a Josh Faulkner run the ball up the middle and carry 2 or 3 defenders with them, it's going to be a good game for us because the other team's not ready for what we are.
The big lessons I would take away is definitely a brotherhood and responsibility. Those are the biggest themes, I would say, because we're just with each other all the time. We sweat together, we fight together. Not really fist fight, but fight on the field, against another team.
Just don't quit. It's one thing Coach Wendell, Coach Davidson push here for our team is to not quit, because if you quit here, you're going to quit in life.
That's kind of hands-on. What will you miss most about playing for this team?
The brotherhood, the family, just not knowing the next step I'll take if I have the same brothers and the same care from my coach like I did here. So I'll miss that a lot.
And I'm proud to present it to him. So the winner of the Offensive Player of the Year, Josh Faulkner. Good job, dude.
The Bob Acosta Pioneer of the Year, Anthony Luna.
My favorite memory from the season is against El Toro when we lost 3 times to them in 7-on-7. They talked a lot of smack, and then we got into the game and we just ran all over them like it was easy.
Trusting the people around you, trusting your teammates, and trusting your coach to get you where you need to go. I think it's just a whole bunch of family and love.
Even though I wasn't part of the team like I used to be, they were always like checking up on me, making sure I was doing good and that I was on track.
It's like a lifestyle. I think just going out to eat with everyone after the games, especially after a good win, just everyone talking, everyone at Pizza Hut having fun, especially getting to eat after all that time.
My favorite memory is going to all the lineman dinners and having a great time.
Having a running day with Wendell, it wasn't necessarily a favorite, but it was like a memory that's gonna stick with me forever. Just having to wake up on a Saturday morning and go run 100-yard dashes.
My favorite memory is probably all the lineman dinners that we had with Coach G and all the linemen.
I don't have very many memorizations of wins. If you pinned me down, I would go halftime 42-7 against Colony 2 years later after what they did to us.
My favorite memory from the season is probably beating Colony. Everybody, people I didn't even know, congratulated me on the field. My teachers came up to me and were like, hey, about a game. Random parents came to me and congratulated me, and the whole team were just happy to be there.
This was one of the best defensive groups that I have ever been a part of and coached, and seeing the kids actually believing in themselves and seeing that they could achieve anything. That was probably the best moment, is just living through them.
So in the beginning years, when I started filming, I could tell that some of the players are really shy in front of the camera. After each year when I'm filming, and it's really nice to see their faces again. So I could tell that they get comfortable in front of the camera, so it's really nice for the videos. It really makes me happy when they're able to make a play for the camera, just so it feels like I'm doing my part as a videographer, and also they're just doing a great job.
Thank you for helping me and inspiring me.
Coaches and teammates.
Once you get involved with someone like Josh Faulkner, who you've had since a freshman, and then you see him graduate as a senior, then you get kids like JJ or Malachi or Desmond, you got to stick with them the rest of the way. So it's hard because every time you get ready to go or you think about going, there's a new group of kids that come and captures your heart that you want to make them the best that they can be. And once they respond to you, you really can't quit on them. You have to keep going. But there's going to come a time where I'm just going to have to say that's got to be it, but that's not that time right now.
The one word that would describe Western football?
Challenging.
Family.
Resilient. Dedication.
Lifestyle.
Oh, there's a lot of words.
Sacrifice.
I don't know. Let me think. Hold on.
That would have to be family.
Effort.
Family.
It means family to me.
Family.
Grind. Family.
Family.
I have to think of something that sounds very smart.
Wendell.
Determination. Family.
Challenging.
Versatility.
Determination.
Family.
Family.
Different.
Brotherhood.
Family.
The one word about Western football that would describe us is extraordinary.
I remember taking over, we couldn't beat Division 14 teams. We were just getting killed every game, and I had to still stay with the principle of loving the kids, teach them the way. Got rid of a lot of talented guys that weren't bought into the system, the program, and what it takes to be successful. Losing to Division 14 teams, and now the rise up to Division 12, 11, 9, 7, and now 5. I don't want to stop here. There's still more to be done here at Western High School. I know Western can be a special place. John Ajalabi and Cole, those guys staying with me, then getting to the Anthony Munoz's, James Mendoza, JD's, Kane and Cash Savage, and then the Faulkner brothers going in, and now being here with Anthony Luna and Josh Faulkner. I just really love where I'm headed, and I want more.
They're fighting to try to win a championship. We're fighting to try to show the world that we belong and that we are great people and we can accomplish great things. And that's going to be the difference tonight. I'm telling you this right now. You're going to see the difference tonight. You're going to see a good football team, and then you're going to see a better family. That's exactly what you're going to see. You're just going to see a better family.
More gratitude you did. You stepped up and you did. I told you. I said, you previous stuff and you didn't. You understand? This should show you can do anything you want in life. This should show you. You understand? You just got to get over you. And you'll be all right. You know I love you, kid.